In this video, I want to show you guys how to set up templates inside of SkySlope so that whenever you have a listing needing to do paperwork or when you have a buyer wanting to make an offer, you've already got templates set up so you can go into SkySlope and have all the documents you need and you can start getting signatures right away to speed up the process. So let's jump into SkySlope here. I want to touch on this real quick first. The way the workflow of SkySlope is, you need to start with the documents. Then once a house is under contract, then you use the create transaction process. Or once a listing is actually active on the market, then you use the create listing process. But you're not going to use the transaction in the listing process until you have a contract or the property is on the market. Until then, you're going to be using the forms process. This is where you're going to create forms, edit forms, get signatures on documents, that kind of stuff. And then once it's under contract or active listing, then you create these listing contract, or you create these listings and create these transactions. So if you just have a buyer that wants to make an offer, first thing you're going to do is you're going to come into the apps and you're going to go to forms. So in this video, we're going to focus on creating templates for you so that when you have a buyer wanting to write an offer or a listing upcoming, you can just come in, grab a template, have all your documents there and start getting signatures. So when you're in the forms, you're going to come up to the top and click templates. You can see I've already got a couple of templates here already, but we're going to go create template. And so this is where you pick what kind of template is it for your buyer or your seller. Let's pretend we're creating an FHA buyer template. So you're going to want to set up a listing template that has all your listing documents, an FHA buyer template, a conventional buyer template, and a VA buyer template. Any type of buyer should have their own template because they're going to have slightly different documents and you want to have all those in your template so you can get going. So we're going to name our template. I'm just going to call it buyer. We'll call it VA for this exercise. So this is a VA buyer. So you're going to need really about 6 documents to write your offer as far as a template goes. The first one is residential sale agreement. So this is the purchase contract. So residential sale. First, let me go back. So you can see this is all the documents that EXP has loaded up into SkySlope for us. We're only going to need about 6 for the template, but these are all the random different documents you're going to need. So the first one is going to be a residential sales agreement. So we're going to click add. The next one is the VA loan addendum, since it's a VA loan. So we're going to click add. The next one is the disclosure of broker duties for a buyer version. We're going to click that. Then we're going to do cost to buyer. We're going to click that. And the next 2 are EXP specific documents. So it's an affiliated business agreement. And then it's going to be the wire fraud for a buyer. So we're going to add, click on it. So we're going to add that as well. So you see at the bottom, I've got 6 forms added to my template. So I'm going to click continue. Now this is where I get to edit the forms. So if there's anything on any of these documents that will be the exact same for every single transaction, this is where you can edit them once and it will apply to every single transaction. So an example might be the title company. Maybe I'm going to do American Eagle on all of my contracts. So I'm going to go ahead and put it here because I'm going to use it every single time. Another one might be, I always do 15-day inspection periods. So I'm going to put 15 days here in the inspection period. And then the last thing on the contract is going to be like this information at the bottom of the contract, you and your broker's information. So we're going to do that. So it can be Brett Kreger, brett.kreger@realty.com. Now it's asking for my street address. It's going to be, let me pull this up real quick. There we go. Agent license number 1606868. Realty broker license number. That should be good. Okay, so that's going to autofill for us here. So every single time that will autofill for us. The next thing is going to be like the cost to buy. This is going to be kind of consistent. So go through here and figure out what numbers you're used to putting in here. Look at some of your old ones. There are some apps from title companies that can give you this information as well, but there's a couple things you can put in here that are going to be about the same every single time. You know, this will adjust based on your price. You know, you'll have $100, 800 abstract. You'll have gap check of 150. Just some random stuff here. Your $400 inspection, another $100 for your termite. So just kind of some random things that'll be the same almost every single time. Fill these out. Spend a little time. Make sure you get these as accurate as you can. But when we're done filling out all the things that are going to be the exact same on every single file, we're going to hit save template, and then we're done. So you see the template was created here. So whenever I have any VA buyers, I'll show you that process in the next video, but you'll just come in, create a file, use this template, and then all the documents are there that you need so that you can get that offer written really, really quickly. So hope this is helpful. Watch the next video so you know how to create files and get all the documents signed, but this is how you get your templates set up. So go ahead and set up one for all your different buyer types and one for your listing so that whenever you get a client, you're ready to go. All right, thanks guys.